Hi, it's Mary. Thank you for watching Car Confessions. If you like what you see, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'm going to tell you about 3 rides I had yesterday and some of the tips for being a really kind rider. I'm going to start with I have 2 good stories and 1 annoying story. So I'll start with the annoying story. That one is I was going to Ocean Beach, which is already a hard place to get into, and a lot of places the drivers don't like to go because it's basically one way in, one way out, and it can get really crowded in the summertime because it's a really nice little community. As I was pulling up to the person's house, I noticed that there was a message. Now, you can message the driver from as soon as you are assigned a driver. You can send them any messages you want. So I noticed that the message was from 11 minutes prior, and it had said, "I'm going to the hospital. Don't worry, I'm not sick. Please don't cancel." Well, as I mentioned before, I rarely cancel or don't accept a ride. I'm out here to take people where they need to go. So I obviously wasn't canceled. I was right there. My point is, he had 11 minutes to get ready. You on the app can see where your driver is. You can see that they're 4 minutes away, 3 minutes away, 2 minutes away. So you can see I'm on the way. He was obviously ready 11 minutes ago, or at least communicating with me 11 minutes ago. That being said, he made me wait the entire 5-minute waiting. Now we'll wait, most of us. Some of us, as soon as that 5 minutes is up, they are gone. Not me. I try to wait around. I send little messages. "Hi, this is your driver, Mary. Where are you?" And then as time runs down, I will call you. Now, he, by this time, had messaged with about a minute and a half left. "Please, I'm coming. Don't leave." So I didn't. But my point is, if you can be ready to go when the driver pulls up to you, it just makes things so much nicer. Now, granted, there are always times where something comes up, a last-minute hiccup that you couldn't plan on. There are always circumstances, and we understand that. Now, what you might want to know, though, is the longer we wait, the more you pay. So if you're ready to go, as soon as we're ready to get you, it'll save you money in the long run. Now, the second story is actually like the perfect rider for me. She saw that I was her Lyft driver. She sent me a message right away. "I'm wearing a white shirt and black pants. I'm standing at the curb." I'm like, yeah, she's standing at the curb, ready to get in the car. What happens sometimes, especially in a busy downtown area, we are often double parking in a red zone. I mean, I've pulled up in a red zone next to police to pick someone up. If you know that the area you're in has very bad opportunities for us to hit a sidewalk or to be safely stopped right in front of where we're going to pick you up, please try to be out at the curb so you can get right into the car. It just starts the ride off so nicely that when you show that you have consideration for the driver that's coming to get you. Again, there are circumstances when that can't happen, but if possible, please allow time for you to get down to the curb and be waiting for the driver. Also, if you are in some kind of a red zone, go ahead and move with one finger, you can move your drop-off area to right around the corner or a door down or something to make it safer for you to get in and out of the car and for the driver to wait for you if we have to. Now, the third ride, I'm going to preface this by saying tips are absolutely not required, but like any service industry, we do appreciate it, and it does make up a big amount of the money that we make when we're out here driving. If you can't tip, that's fine. If you forget, know that you can go back days later and tip your driver if you'd like to. Now, what happens when we get people that we're picking up from, for instance, car dealerships or doctor's appointments or stuff like that, there's often a third party that's actually sending Lyft to pick you up. So the person who's in the car doesn't have the opportunity to tip on the app like a normal person would. So I had this lady I picked up, and I was taking all the way to Vista from downtown San Diego at about 4 in the afternoon, so it was going to take well over an hour. As soon as she got in the car, she said, I didn't call for this. It's through my doctor. How do I tip you? And I said, well, you can't tip through the app because you weren't the one who called for the ride. And she goes, well, can I tip you in cash? I'm like, yes, of course. You know, we always appreciate cash. Not a problem. So she immediately asked me to stop right in front of her bank so she could run to the ATM machine and get some cash. We had a very nice trip up to Vista, talked about wine, and I can't wait to go look for some of the wine she recommended. And when I dropped her off, she gave me a $20 tip. Very generous. I appreciated it very much. But if you think about it, because her insurance was paying, it basically cost her $20 for an hour-long trip from Hillcrest to Vista. So just something to consider when you are getting picked up by a third party. A dollar, $2, $5, whatever you can. It is a service industry. I do try to provide a very enjoyable experience, and I think I do. So if you can, tips are always appreciated. So those are 3 rides in 3 different situations. Try to be a thoughtful rider, and it'll make your driver a more thoughtful driver. Take care, guys.